And welcome back.
Yes,
We
yes,
are moving into our second segment for this morning, and we are joined by representatives from Carnival Bands. We have joining us Patrick Thompson, who is the president of the Belize Carnival Association, and we have Coleman Hall, who is a junior band leader. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Carnival.
Yes.
Talk to him, Mr. President.
The wait is over.
The wait is over.
You can say that the wait is over.
All right.
First of all, I would like to say thanks to having us here this morning. And yes, like I said, the wait is over. It has been 2 years.
Yes.
Since we haven't been in the street reveling and like what would I say, going bad.
Right.
And like the team we are going under this year, right? Carnival 2022, we're outside, we're back on the road. You know?
We're outside, we're back on the road.
Yes, that's the team we are going on this year.
So tell us, Mr. President, how long have you all been planning to get back on the road? And who all can we expect to be joining us this year?
Well, the plan never did stop.
Okay.
You know, we planned throughout the year. Because to be honest, when Carnival is over, myself and the association, we would take like a month rest and right back to the drawing board for the next year Carnival.
Wow.
You know, this year, I'm glad to say that we'll be having 7 junior bands and 3 senior bands coming down the road come September 3rd.
Okay. And
You know, Carnival, when you see Carnival, you see the finishing of Carnival. You see the hard work that has been done being displayed
Costumes,
on the
yeah.
road. And it is not a cheap venture at all. Speak to us about how the Carnival bands have been preparing despite the impacts of COVID-19 on our economy.
Well, to be honest, it is a struggle, not only for the band, for the association as well, because the association have their own things they have to do. But I must say, the bands, you know, they are in for the love of Carnival. And COVID did not stop these bands despite the financial situation.
Right.
So I must say kudos to those bands and Mr. Hall, who is a band leader for a junior band, and he's new this year. So I would believe he could elaborate more on that, being a new band in Carnival.
all right, so tell us.
Well, I am not really new to Carnival. I have been dancing Carnival for the past 15 plus years. I started as a junior and then I moved on to senior. I have design costumes, I have dance king costumes, and so I know what it is to do Carnival, and it's not cheap.
No.
Yep, it's not
One feather right now is $10.
Wow.
one.
One feather is $10.
Wow.
So then why invest in Carnival?
Because I love Carnival, you know. It's like if you love to play football and your mom said that you can't play football, what will you do?
I'll find a way.
Okay. So it's the same for me, because when I was asked the first time to do a group, I contemplated and I said, no, I don't want to, it's too much work. And at this point in time, I don't think that we will get the support that we need. And you know, people, they kept asking, and first they wanted me to do a senior band. And I said, no way.
Already yet?
No, I don't think I'm there as yet to deal with adults, you know. So I said, you know what, let me start somewhere, and let me start with a junior band, and maybe 10 years from now, if I see how things move, then I can move into a senior band. But for now, let's start small, you know.
So tell us about your junior band. Tell us what we can expect from your band, and tell us how you all have been preparing for Carnival.
Well, my team for this year is One Caribbean, One Nation, right? And what I thought about was the Caribbean countries that have done Carnival, right? Starting with Trinidad. Right? We all know Trinidad Carnival is one of the biggest carnival in Belize. And then I highlighted Belize, of course. We're from Belize. Belize does Carnival. And then I did Jamaica, I did Grenada, Guyana. I don't want to miss any.
Brazil?
I think there's
You miss Brazil?
8 of them. There's 8 of them that you should expect to see on the road, right? 8 countries that you should see on the road.
How many members are there in your band? And speak to us about how preparations has been thus far.
Well, for right now, we're catering to 35. The
Wow.
minimum is 35. Because of COVID, the association decided that they don't want to set the same requirements like previous years. So the requirement is 35. Right now, I won't lie, I only have 10 people,
Band members.
right? And the reason is why I say I only have 10 people is because some come today, they don't come tomorrow. Then you don't see them again for a week, and then they come the next day. So it's like you don't know where you stand.
So then how do you prepare? What members consist of your band? You have your musical instruments and your dancers, yes?
Yes.
So then how do you prepare 35 people to be part of that?
Well, we practice every day. You know, we practice every day, and we try our best to try and keep them coming. You know, we try out sort of stuff. I started a little shop to say that, okay, I know that the students will like something, you know, they might want to go to shop or something. So I started a little shop. But it's hard. It's hard, and I think one of the next issue is COVID. You know, a lot of parents are still skeptical. I am a teacher, and in my class I only have 17 students on a daily basis when I have 32 students.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's hard, but I am definitely sure that come September 3rd, I will have 35 revelers on the road.
All right. The confidence is key.
Yeah.
Tell us, Mr. President, apart from Common here, you have every other leaders and so come forth and talk to you about maybe the hardships about joining Carnival and recruitment. How is that?
Yes, we hear that every day, right? And hence the reason, because normally our minimum for a junior band would have been 50, and a senior band would have been 100.
Okay.
100 revelers minimum, 50 minimum. But due to COVID and the financial situation, myself and the association, we sat down and we decided, hey, these bands are in Carnival for the love of Carnival. Let's see and hear the bands cry. So we had decreased the minimum to 35 for juniors and 75 for seniors. As well, the king and queen costumes, we had decreased the height as well, because like Kalman said, the cost of one feather, you know, so we had to work with the bands, you know, because we all know that Carnival is, I would say, the biggest thing, September celebration. You know, it have been 2 years, like I said, and we had to hear the bands, because yes, while I am the president of the association, I have my members, we have to understand it's the bands that makes Carnival, not the association.
How does the association get funding for this event?
Well, we have help from the Minister of Education, Culture, Honorable Fonseca. We must say kudos to him, and as well we have some loyal sponsors, you know, who have been with us from day one and still with us, and other little sponsors. So like I said, we have to say kudos to those sponsors. And yes, we are fighting the fight, and we will win the fight.
Our beat troublemaker this morning,
gosh, no,
and
Brighton.
I will ask the question where a lot of people they ask, why this year, why not next year? Why this year?
Well, for me, I said if we had waited another year, it would be much harder to come back next year. And with the COVID situation and places open up back, and the bands, are on our backs. We tired. The revelers then harass we. And we sat down and we had was to wait until the Ministry of Health did their thing, and and then we decided, it's on for 2022.
So give us the rundown. When are we expecting Carnival in September? what are some bands that we can expect, some famous bands that we had previously to join us this year?
Well, the first thing on our calendar comes up this Saturday, which is the Carnival launch, where we launch the Carnival season.
Okay.
You know, and this will be at the ITV Saturday from 2 until 12 midnight. This is where, you know, I'm inviting everybody to come out. Small fee, $5 kids, $10 adults. Come out and you will see the bands. And if you are not in a band, then trust me, after Saturday, you will decide which band you want to be in, because you know the bands will have some costumes out there, so you can see, you know, a little sneak peek of what you all will be seeing coming down the road come September 3rd, because Carnival is September 3rd.
Yes.
Right. And after the launch, we go into a pageant. We have a Miss Carnival. This pageant comes up on the 30th of July. You know, and then we have the King and Queen. Well, this year, the King and Queen will be moved to the Civic Center. You know, we did not get the Marion Jones, so we rain can't stop the reggae jam. So right away we stepped on the ball, and we got the Civic Center where the King and Queen will be, and the King and Queen will be on the 27th of August.
One of the things a lot of my friends come back from the Caribbean saying is that we need to change the way in which Carnival is done, in the sense that we need to integrate some of the newer music that's out there. We need to integrate just the more free type of spirit. Because she's my friend, Debbie's my friend. But also I have other friends who were in the Caribbean studying, and they're saying that how do we begin to get more participation and engagement from the wider community to invest in Carnival and to be a part of Carnival?
Well, to start with, we cannot, as the association, we cannot tell the bands what music to play. The band choose their music, just that the music have to be, you know, nice music. Because even though it's Carnival, for the junior bands, we have strict rules when it comes to music and the dancing and the clothing of these young children, right? So we cannot tell the band, but it is something that we can look on, because right now we have in the pipeline where we want to make Carnival in Belize be a national thing, where we want each district to have their own association, and then each district will host their Carnival, and the winners from each district would then go to a national Carnival. You know, then we rotate the national Carnival.
Right. Okay. Right, because for now we have Belize City that does their Carnival, and then Orange Walk.
Yeah, we have Corozal.
Corozal does.
We have Benke, Belmopan. They do Carnival as well.
Oh, there are carnivals in Benke and Belmopan.
That news to me. I live there, and San Pedro does. I know that, but I never know Belmopan. When since Belmopan to learn?
Yes. Because we have bands that go to these carnivals as well.
Okay.
You know, and most of them have their carnival on the 21st. So after the uniform parade, you will see these buses.
But then do you consider that Carnival though? Because for me, Carnival is the hustle and bustle of the costumes and the from morning till evening, non-stop dancing, and I don't see that in Belmopan. So then how do you classify that to be Carnival?
Well, like you said, the costumes are there. They have the road march. You know, we are a very small nation, and when you talk about Carnival, you think about, like you say, Trinidad, Brazil. We are not there yet. We are creeping.
Will they get this low?
What would you like to see more in terms of support to the Carnival Association?
What I would like to see more in support for international bands to join our Carnival. You know, open it up to the world, like Trinidad. You know, because we have people who comes up like the stilt walkers who would come from across the border, but I would mostly want to see the costume type of groups. You know, open it up, because Carnival can be a big revenue earner for the nation, because it's a tourist thing, and people will follow.
Yeah.
Right,
You know?
right.
Right.
You know, one of the reasons I had not gone to watch Carnival in a long time is because I was afraid of being in a situation where I felt like my life was at risk.
Okay.
And there were 2 times I was watching Carnival right out here. There was 1 year when a grenade was thrown near Social
The
Security,
SSB.
and there was
Yes.
another year when something
shooting.
happened and just a
Shooting.
The
rage
shooting,
of people
the shooting.
stormed over everyone.
Yep.
How is the Carnival Association preparing in terms of the security measures to be able to provide that safety for
Okay,
citizens who are going to watch?
We work closely with the police, and after those 2 events that you mentioned, we have where the police department have up their number of manpower along the road, and they would have more personnel present in strategic area, because the police, we all know, they know where the hot spots are, and they would beef up security in those areas specifically.
Tell us what makes your band different. What makes your band the band to join?
What makes my band the band to join?
Bacchanal.
Because I come with a lot. I am a lot. I may be small, but I come with a lot, right? And I have been with several bands. I started with Mahogany Masqueraders. I then moved on to Black Pearl. I then did Eternity. I did Belizean United. I did, what's the last one? Sunshine Masqueraders, right? They call me a carnival junkie, right? But and the people
Mention as well
know
you
mine.
won the king, the junior.
Yes, I won Junior King.
Okay.
Yes, so for me, I know what it takes. I know exactly what it takes. So I am taking everything I know and I'm putting it into my group, so that come September 3rd, you will be wowed.
Will be wowed.
Yes.
Although I am limited, you know, because like I said, right now, everything is high, you know, but I am trying to make the most of what I have, right? So, but to join my band, be ready. You know, I have no requirements. I have no requirements.
You know, one of the things I always think about is how the scoring is done along the road march. What is that like? What is that process like, and how is the scoring done?
Well, we have this year we are taking a little shift,
Okay.
because normally we would have 1 set of judges that will judge all our events. Well, this year we have a pool of judges, and you will not see 1 set of judges judging all events. So it will decrease that sense of, oh, that one not like we, you got the same judge. So the previous event, oh, that the same judge, so we now win again. We now win. You know, we have a pool of judges, and that is we have a head judge in the name of Mr. Jerome Ali, and he will select the judges for the different events. And the first judging for the Road March Championship happens at Mass Camp, where we go around, and like you said, you guys can join us so that you can see the entire process.
Is that in the
The
recruit?
restless nights.
I won't lie, I did
I
want to
could
go
see
into
you do
Carnival.
Carnival. I could see
did
Bright
want
under
to
the
do
Carnival.
You know, where-
probably one of the floats, but
I could see you the how one of them big costumes in the waffle. I could.
Yeah, at the Mass Camp is where the judges will go around and see from the start to the finish of a costume. And it's not no easy task to, you may look at that costume and say, oh, that's easy to make. But hell no.
I watched some of them,
Hell no.
the band members of those bands, they have to dance non-stop with those heavy costumes
Yeah.
on. That is a lot of work, and that is a lot of work. But we're quickly running out of time. So just for our viewers, tell us again Saturday and what to look forward to.
Well, like I said, Saturday is the launching of Carnival, where the 10 bands that will be partaking in Carnival 2022 will be out there with their costumes, selling their bands, And you know, the launch will be awesome. It is where you start get those funny bones in motion for the rest of the carnival season.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well,
And
yes.
your final message?
You can come out on Saturday to see my band and all the other bands, and come to have fun. You know, come and enjoy yourself. Come drink water, mind a business.
And well, with that note, we're gonna take our next break, and when we get back, we'll have more Open Your Eyes. So stay tuned.